All right, welcome, revelers. This is Off the Rails, Right versus Left, the podcast that we do because we think the left is evil. I'm Rob B.
And I'm Brad Lee.
And I'm Brian G.
And we are Off the Rails, Right versus Left. Again, we're doing this show because we think everybody needs to know that the left is evil.
Classic.
Welcome, Rev. How's it going?
Good. How are you? Your voice is breaking up, bro.
Tell me if one might. I sound like I'm in a bucket now. That's not great. Here, let me kill.
Can you hear?
Kind of.
Hello? Kind of.
All right. Can you
Maybe yes,
make
maybe
a
no.
complete sentence?
Oh, what's? Huh?
Can you make a complete sentence now?
Complete sentence now?
I don't know. You're delayed.
Oh, you got a shit. I don't even know, dude. But I wonder if it's your old ass computer.
Yeah, you could blame that.
Oh, I don't know. Like me and Brian did the tech talk the other night. It wasn't an issue. So anyways, welcome revelers. This is Left. I'm Rob B, of course. God.
Brad Lee.
Yeah.
In the house.
And right now we seem to have a man. I'm not really sure where he's at right now. Probably overslept. Shows I've noticed.
He's AWOL. I see. He looked at my message. I asked where he is. He hasn't said anything.
Takes a lot of time to watch that big ass.
So, bro, dude.
What?
What's going on in the news today, man?
Oh, take your pick. We're not winning over there. Carrie leaking her lawsuit, a dumping of everything that we always knew we knew.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you want to talk about first? Oh yeah, and a bunch of people were murdered in Baltimore, New York, Chicago, as usual. So, yeah.
It wouldn't be a day in the life of. It wouldn't be a day in the life of a Chicagoan or New Yorker without at least one murder.
We'll just say that that's how it goes if you're a denizen of a Democrat hellscape.
Absolutely. That's to include Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin.
So
El Paso.
So on the Twitter thing, how Elon Musk set that guy up to cover his ass in the lawsuit when he fired
James Baker?
Yeah.
Fucking FBI fucking plant.
Yep. That's my thought. If he wasn't an FBI plant specifically, I'm pretty sure on the payroll as soon as he joined Twitter. Oh
yeah, well as soon as he joined Twitter was when he got fucking fired from the FBI.
Hey to all the new followers on Twitter. Nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
We're over 200 followers on Twitter now. We're over 500 subscribers on YouTube.
Classic.
I don't know. Approaching 8,000 on LinkedIn. Everything just keeps kind of jumping up.
So now, does that mean since YouTube has censored us and we were flagged by the Daily Wire, do we can only do partial watch parties on YouTube, and everywhere else we can do regular watch parties,
like
right?
we can do enough that people can get an idea of what's going on about, and you know what I mean? Like, I mean, we can't continue anywhere. Like, although I have my questions about a Daily Wire flagging, since it hasn't been flagged anywhere else. More Twitter's looking for excuses to get rid of us because they're approved political ideology.
Right.
What I'm saying, right? Like, I don't think we got flagged because nobody's gonna pirate off of our recordings because, like, yeah, they don't want to you know what I mean? Yeah. So all we're doing is promoting, like, the good work, that reminding people daily to like go and subscribe, go and, you know, get behind the paywall also. And I just don't see Daily Wire, you know what I mean? Yeah. Especially since, like, we're on all the same, and we only got flagged on one. That doesn't make any sense, I think. Yeah. Especially since, like, I mean, it has to be contextualized because our account. Then I pointed out that we're in Texas, and we can sue the shit out of them for doing that. Doesn't violate any of the services, which means they did it, and they said they did a thorough review, and then they start removing individual content that they've already done a thorough review of and any of their policies. So one of these things, if you follow what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's weird.
It sounds
like
makes
a bunch
no damn sense.
It sounds like a bunch of commie gobbledygook to me.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, I mean, real situation is kind of obvious to me, which is silence us, and that gives them another way to silence us and attack content with the most views is a great way for us, you know, keep us from monetizing.
Which is a perfect time to say, hey guys, if you're on YouTube, come and join us over at Rumble. Let's build Rumble.
Word.
Let YouTube know they're not the only marketplace in town. Follow us on Twitter, like, subscribe, go to Spotify, iCloud, anywhere you can get your podcasts. We're set up everywhere, aren't we, Rob?
Yeah, we're on Twitch, DLive, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, like all of the actual podcasts, usually a day or two delay, because I have to get back to those. So there is a little bit more process on that, but yeah, I mean, we're like everywhere that you might listen to a podcast or you might watch a podcast. So
he's just getting dressed. It's going to be a few minutes. So by the time we're halfway through ranting about the Hunter Biden laptop suppression, he'll be in.
Well, start that rant, brother.
Well, my rant. I just don't know.
We didn't really say
where this country's going. I mean, that's all. How does the White House come out and say, "Oh, that's just old news"? I thought it was time to move on. They're bringing up moveon.org all over again.
Well, you notice how anything that happens for a Republican, they will never let that shit go. They will cancel people. They're like 15 years old. Look what they just tried to do to Jerry Jones.
I know. Fuck LeBron James. LeBron James is an idiot.
Yeah, but I mean, that's my point. For one, this is not old news because the case is ongoing. The fact that our most released, our most recent was literally interfered with by a communist party funded corrupt political family. Because I mean, that's what we're looking at, right?
Yeah.
That's like, and that's what the story's about. And they keep talking about Hunter's junk. Well, I haven't seen footage or anything. Maybe his junk is that impressive that it the Democrats want to talk about. But you know, it might just be me. But what do you think?
Oh yeah, no, dude, the ways that they were suppressing it and how they were doing it with the tools that they were using, it was just, dude, there's more on there than just his junk and him doing stuff to diddling little kids. There's stuff in there that incriminates the president of the United States.
Well, and the fact that he should never have been the president of the United States, it was known ahead.
Right, and then they want to attack Trump for saying that he's talking about abolishing the Constitution, when what they did was disregarded the Constitution. They circumvented the Constitution.
You got to remember, for Democrats, the Constitution's very
Well, it's
right.
it's only good when it helps them to say something about the Constitution, and then it only helps them if it works the way that they describe the Constitution.
Right. I mean, that's the Constitution is sacred unless it's in their way.
Right.
Constitution's old news.
Yeah. That's just a bunch of bullshit. How we got a press secretary like we got is crazy, but I miss the days when the press secretary came up with booklets that big just filled with information because she knew where she was going to be asked that day and she had an answer for everything.
Well, I mean, and that's like, even she wasn't a complete idiot like KJP.
Yeah. Even Psaki was better than KJP. Karen Jean Perry.
Yeah, she was lying. She was always lying.
Mm-hmm. It's just funny that now she's
right. I mean, that's
being deposed for the COVID misinformation stuff. That's hilarious too. She tried to get out of it.
Yeah, and well, I mean,
her subpoena.
And then what's her name? That's Supreme Court justice that was COVID misinforming.
The
one that got
Sotomayor.
Our other video banned. Yeah, that's the one. Because we don't want to get struck again.
Sonia. Oh, Sonia Sotomayor. Sotomayor. She's a sodomizer. What? Oh,
crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I think, I mean, obviously the news have to admit that they took a part in rigging an election. Allegedly.
Well, the evidence is all out there now, so there is no allegedly anymore. We all know
not Democrats.
that if people knew about the Hunter Biden laptop story was out, a good percentage of the people that voted for Joe Biden wouldn't have, which would have cost him the election.
That, but I don't believe it.
Oh yeah, you right. You got
And
a
here's
point. I don't like believing polls either.
but here's my point. Joe Biden's fervent racist. He's a flip-flopper. He's a puppet. He's been a puppet his whole career. Sticks more cash up his ass. That's who's operating in his mouth at that point in time. And he's been out on the floor of the Senate. And when somebody said that he wasn't corrupt, he's like, I wouldn't say I'm not corrupt. On the Senate floor, and people keep voting for him.
Right.
So I think people that voted for him voted against Trump, and they were going to vote against Trump. They could have had video of babies and tubs of lithium that was going to be used in cars, and they would have said he was helping the environment. With me, you follow what I'm saying? So
yeah, but
I think
I don't know.
left is.
I think that whole election was really weird. I honestly don't think that Biden got near the votes that they said he did. He might have got all the ballots, but I don't think he got the votes.
Well, I mean, I don't understand why. I don't understand by any stretch of the imagination how he got 20 million. I don't like Obama, but Obama was popular.
Yeah. Biden was nothing. Biden was nobody.
Like, he's still the kid from Scranton that, part of the old WWE clique, Viva La Raza. What was that? I mean, I know it was Eddie Guerrero and all those guys, but I can't remember.
Anyway. You had Hulk Hogan and everybody in the NWO.
Yeah, now we got the now we got the real.
Right. What's going on with that?
Why they don't like. Maybe that's why McMahon keeps getting #MeToo. No, that guy is just a certain perv.
That's funny. I've never heard anything about McMahon getting Me Too'd. Good luck. Good luck trying to get cats that one.
And all of that. Trying to run as a candidate for the Senate.
Vince McMahon?
Yeah, Linda McMahon.
Oh.
When she ran, Vince got Me Too'd, and then he had to step down. You didn't know that? Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah, they tried to take his ass out.
Me Too needs to die.
It needs to go to Canada.
Yeah, and get some maid.
Get euthanasia.
Medical assistance in dying. Yeah, that sounds great.
Their anagram is maid.
Yeah. Medical assistance in dying.
That's kind of retarded. That's
You've got it made with maid.
Yeah, if what you're trying to get made is dead.
They're incentivizing you to do it too by saying that you'll if you do it, your family will get money.
So they're. Are you serious?
So killing you will cost them less than making sure that you live, because Canada is the socialized healthcare.
Right.
So the government's trying to look out for their pocketbook. So they add up how much it's going to cost to keep you alive and healthy, right? And if that cost is less than what it would cost to kill you and pay your family members, they're going to push killing you on you.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what they want to control the population, and if they can get people with brains to kill themselves, realize how fucked up the world is. I mean, think about that. Who in this socialist utopia that they're trying the most oppressed, right? Thinking conservatives. Who's going to be depressed about these conservatives? Who's going to be killing themselves? Conservatives. Of course, they're not going to worry about it. The liberals are going to be hopped up on happy pills
until those happy pills get too expensive for the government, and the government says, "Oh, you know what? It'd be better to kill this person and pay their family than to keep them alive and get them off the drugs that they're on." But population control is like a really big thing, right? Because there's many different aspects that you can come at it, right? So you've got that medical assistance in dying, right? Then you've got the transgenderism to make the kids sterile, or to make them no longer reproductive members of society, right? Then you've got the drugs, the overdose, right? So I mean, all things that are associated with the left, by the way, which is evil. And joining us now is our resident leftist sympathizer,
Brian G.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show, B. Glad your bitch ass could join us.
Yeah.
Oh, always happy to be here.
We've only been doing it for about 20 minutes, so.
No, but here's the weird thing though. But there's the value having kids and having lots of kids. Like most of Latin families, so they're like encouraging like Westerns and replacing it with like third world society. Like what? I mean, I don't know. I still say that their goal is to make everything so bad in this country, releasing the criminals, funding and encouraging riots. They're trying to make society so unsafe that they beg for the federal government. The federal government can suspend the Constitution, and then boom, we're now. I think that's the goal, and the people that are going to be depressed about that are going to be conservatives, so they'll be the ones like taking the assisted suicide so they can get communist hell. But then they get to go suicide's a mortal sin. So no win. A little bit of a Pastor Rob there on the suicide's a mortal sin. Don't do it no matter what the anyway.
Well, it's a mortal sin.
And that's a hard one for that's a hard one for me because like I mean my grandfather, like, he lived in Oregon. They wouldn't give him the assisted suicide. He had like 4 periods at a time. Like, his life was trash. He was in constant pain. And like and he wheeled his electric wheelchair out to the did his thing. And like, I understand it, but I'm like, my God, that's like, I don't know. I think part of the problem, like in real cases of assisted suicide, it can be made that it's not really assisted suicide for people that are actually terminally ill. People would have already died if it hadn't been for modern medicine. You know what I mean? Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my thought on it. I just think that, like, people, hey B, what do you background for today? Is that cool or what?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like,
I can't tell what it is other than a white design. There you go. The Evening Herald.
That's what it is.
Yeah, cool.
So anyway,
Cool.
So the rewritten going, and it's so funny to watch the whole Twitter thing unfold. I'm like jumping right back to what we were talking. It's funny watching it unfold because everybody was there. They brought the shit up in half the country watching, and Joe Biden said 50 people said that it's Russian. Okay, dude, you're trying to tell me that, Joe, you didn't call your son and go, hey, is it
Making some money?
like tell me the truth, pardon, like pre-written, you know? Like, and now that he worry about it, he really doesn't, because now he can literally just pardon his, avoid all consequences of his actions.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You're skipping out there a little bit.
anyway, why don't you guys say, I've been rambling and babbling for a while now. Why don't you guys say something on it?
You never babble, Rob. What are you talking about?
Babble, babble, babble.
Yeah.
Babble.
Brad's unusually quiet tonight. What do you...
Dude, there's
Sounds
just
like he's
been a
tired.
lot of crap. There's just been a lot of crap going on in the news cycle. Like the Loudoun School Board fires superintendent who lied about the bathroom rape.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
can
I
you
saw
believe
that.
that there was a fucking teacher who came forward and said that she had saw 2 sets of fucking feet in a bathroom stall, and she did nothing. She did nothing about it, except for went and told the superintendent.
Wasn't
that
this
she
an
saw-
elementary school?
I think it was like a middle school or something like that.
She's down with middle
It was
schoolers
against
getting it on.
female students
Yeah.
identifying as girls.
Okay, so Virginia,
That's
this is
insane.
according to the Daily Wire. A Virginia school board fired its superintendent Tuesday night, more than a year after the Daily Wire revealed that he lied about the rape of a female student in a girls' restroom, even as he pushed for a controversial transgender bathroom policy, and one day after a special grand jury corroborated its findings. The Loudoun County School Board voted unanimously to sack Scott Ziegler without cause, meaning that according to his contract, he will be paid a golden parachute worth some $350,000, according to Loudoun Now, which noted that the board had given Ziegler a $28,000 raise in July. That's despite a grand jury finding that at a meeting a month after the rape, in which board members debated a policy that would allow transgender students to use the bathrooms of their choice, Ziegler dismissed safety concerns. To my knowledge, we don't have any record of assaults occurring in our restrooms, Ziegler said, although he was well aware that weeks earlier, a skirt-wearing boy had been accused of raping a girl in a high school bathroom. So it was a high school.
That's pretty
Okay.
disgusting.
Still, I wasn't aware that teachers look the other way when kids are fucking in the bathroom, but that's...
I wasn't aware of that either. Like, what's up with teachers? Teachers have no balls nowadays, or they just accept
Oh no,
this
they
stuff.
have balls if it's to push all the balls in the world. Like, just look at the shit that libs of TikTok has been digging up on these teachers.
No, it's
Like,
not even digging it up. They're putting it out there. They're like literally pushing it.
What I mean, how
But
about
like,
cultivating?
if lids of TikTok is following like transgender people, then the algorithm's going to keep throwing them the new transgender videos, right?
Right.
So that's what libs of TikTok doesn't have to dig for it. Like, she's using the system against them because they want people to see what they're doing. That's why why we are doing what we're doing, is because we want you idiots to see us idiots and realize that we're all idiots together, and that it's okay to have different viewpoints, but we want to be seen. We want people to see our stuff, which is what they're doing. So I mean, libs of TikTok is not having a problem getting this content. Libs of TikTok knows what they're doing. So I wouldn't say they're actually digging it up. And they don't have to, because of, like I just said, they want you to see what they're doing. but they don't want you to point out what they're doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the. Oh, hold on. So real quick, everybody. We're gonna take a quick 30-second break. When we come back, the YouTube be over on Rumble. You can just type in www.rumble.com/RVL. That's off the rails, right versus left. otrrvl, and you can watch us there. Just search us on Facebook. You'll find our page. If you search and watch, you'll find our pair. All of that. But because of the way YouTube is treating us, we're not gonna continue to put the whole show on there. We're of course always so everybody can like see us and know that we're streaming, because we know more people get YouTube notifications. But if you want to catch the rest of the show, flip over to Rumble or Twitter or like all the other stuff that we listed earlier, and you can check us out there.
Plus, we got the list scrolling down here at the bottom of the screen.
Yep. Right back with no YouTube.
There's the otrrvl.
If you're watching on